Welcome, gentle viewers, to Animal World, our co-inhabitants. As you ponder the meaning of life, has it ever occurred to you that all beings, including your animal companion, may have come to this world for a purpose? During your prayers to God, have you ever thought that your animal friend may also have a spirit or soul? Many people have come to realize that animals have feelings and emotions just as humans do. Fewer, though, know that instead of needing our help, animals have much more to offer as helpers to humanity and the planet. Through animal telepathic communicators, revealing messages are being passed on to humankind from animals. Dr. Michael Bascombe is a holistic veterinarian and animal telepathic communicator from Australia who has developed the ability to tune into and commune with animals. Today, Dr. Bascombe explains more about his telepathic communication with animals, particularly horses, and how he helps others be better in tune with their animal companions.
I do animal communication at 3 levels, 1, 2 and 3, and level 1's about creating a safe place to be. And I use the letter H, H for horse, H for human, H for happy, harmony, all those sort of H words. And what I'm encouraging people to do in level 1 is create a safe place to be, open up the heart, connect with the heart to the horse, and meet in the middle of the H on equal terms. And I'm just a bit concerned that a lot of the natural horsemanship stuff that's going on the planet is still about dominating the horse, not meeting them on equal terms. And I don't feel comfortable about that. It's about having the horse do things for people. I'd rather meet them in the middle and find out what they've got to share with us. So that's level 1. Level 2 is working with energy, chakras and auras, and making adjustments to them with the horse. So I teach the people how to sense them in themselves, and they get a sense of how their energy affects the horse. So they get to monitor that and make adjustments, and then they get to see how the horse feels about itself energetically, and we get to make adjustments to that. So we can, horses that aren't using the back end usually aren't fully in their body. Their aura has moved forward. That's an example of how we can make adjustments, and we can get the horse balanced that way. And level 3 is the telepathic high level, if you want to use that term, of communication, where you're communicating directly with spirit, because I'm healing from level of spirit down these days. I'm finding that's the most direct way for everybody. When I'm working this way, like even today, we can work out how far what we've done has gone out around the planet and the universe. And I was working with a lady on the phone the other night with her cat, and 288 other beings were connected to that healing, around the planet. Yeah. So we're not in isolation. So, and the horses know this, and the cats and the dogs, they all know that.
An amazing phenomenon Dr. Bascombe encounters is that horses ask their caregivers to participate in spiritual practice.
Kenny got very sick about 8 months ago, and of course, all the people here were very upset and a lot of tears because he's such a loving horse. And I came, and what he wanted me to do was to coach the people on how to truly connect with him. We don't spend the time to go deep enough with nature, and he wanted me to guide Sarah and her daughter on a meditation with him. And we went into a very wondrous place, like a universal place that you see in science fiction, colours and lights and crystals, and it was just amazing. And that was nearly 8 months ago, and he's been very well ever since. So it's helped him, because he could express and teach us and show us that helped him feel well. So a lot of animals don't feel well because they're not being received and heard, and they have lessons for us. Not all horses, they're all different. They all have a different job to do, and they all have a different knowing and a different teaching. In my experience, once they find someone that can receive that, it's a big relief to them. It makes life easier.
Well, and what's the name of this gentleman?
This is Bakuzzi. He's in his late teens. We think he's a thoroughbred quarter horse cross gelding. Sarah and I do a lot of work with Bakuzzi when Sarah's feeling challenged.
Yes.
and she's looking for answers and solutions to how she feels about herself and her life and her situations, she trusts Makazi. She'll go to him and we'll get in a meditative space together, and he will give her the information she needs to move forward. And I find horses are brilliant like that, and all animals, but for me, I work with horses mostly in this area, and when I'm teaching animal communication, I'm teaching people to create a safe place to be for the horse and for the humans. And humans will go there with the horse. They trust the horse and they feel safe with the horse because they don't feel judged. With horses, they're honest and straight, and they don't dump on you and they don't judge you, and they just tell you what you need to hear. It can be cold, it can be chilling, and it can be to the point. It's honest. And it's what you need to hear to help you to move on on your spiritual journey.
We'll learn more about the special abilities of our spiritually inclined animal friends after these brief messages. Please stay tuned to Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, here on Supreme Master Television. Holistic veterinarian and animal telepathic communicator, Dr. Michael Bascombe, uses a wide range of modalities to communicate with animals. Last year, he was in the United States and had the chance to broaden his understanding of animals' spiritual qualities through Native American culture.
I've been attracted to South Dakota and especially the American Indians, and last year I went there twice and I've met two beautiful American Indian men who are shamans and healers, and we did a wapala, which means a thank you ceremony to the horses, because I'm really clear that all animals, but for me, the horses have been asking for us to acknowledge them and show some gratitude. And during the ceremony, the horses took the cancer away from this lady. There were 20 people in the room, and quite a number of people expressed afterwards that they saw the horses taking the cancer away. So they're amazing. Yeah, well, in spirit, we're capable of anything. We look at a horse or a human or another animal or a plant, and we see the plant, but we don't actually see what they are in spirit. Kenny's a spiritual master, and he takes me to a place where he's not a horse anymore. He's a different type of being. Down here, he's agreed to come into a horse's configuration. Yeah, so we got to have this wonderful experience in this Uipi with the horses, and I was asked to speak. It was a very profound moment for me, to speak the truth about people and the adjustments they need to make in their attitudes and their behaviour to align with universal consciousness.
Dr. Bascombe explains the type of spiritual work a horse does when he gets into a meditative state. Obviously, Makazi knew the importance of the interview and was extremely focused on it.
So our friend has gone back into his meditative state now. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, if you watch him, his eyes are half closed and his head's hanging down and his ears are relaxed and slightly back, and his lips are completely wobbly and loose. And what Makazi has done is he's tuned into us, into our silver thread, some people know it as, our column of light to source, and he's sending messages out to the world. He knows he's being recorded. And all right, yeah, so he's speaking to all the horses in the universe right now and asking them to support us and to rally together to help the planet. Yeah. So I'll just wait now, and when he's done, when that message is communicated and disseminated in spirit, and it's complete, he will wake up again and he'll come back to this place where we are here. But right now he's off there. It's interesting, isn't it? Because last night, and I'd made arrangements for this interview, I pray every morning and every evening to Creator, to the Spirit, and I ask what it is I need to know, and I ask to be supported, and I ask how I can be of good service. And I was told today that this would happen and that I'd work with Kenny and I'd work with McCuzzy. And he's nearly back. So he just wants me to say those things. And it's an opportunity each time I pray to connect with creative forces and how the planet is here to support us. And we are on a unique planet. And what's, you know, the setup here, I don't know how to explain it in words. I can't find the words. But what we're here to experience is unique. And it's a wonderful place to be at the moment. And learning to live consciously is just such a joy. I get very humbled when I'm praying, and I feel very teary, and I feel very grateful.
And so is he still in this meditative state now, Mike?
And he's focused on you a bit. He likes your humbleness. So I just had a kinesiological response, and I had a thought that he's wanting to support you with your messages. So he's helping you as an energetic body to function more efficiently and more effectively as a human.
Well, thank you very much.
So now he's focusing on me. So when these healing events happen, it's like an energetic space is created where I can feel streams of energy coming in. Yeah, I can just feel it on my hands. And what he will do is when that's complete, he'll close it all off. So it's all, we're whole and complete again, and we're back here on this planet. Because another very important factor that horses are teaching me is we have to fully engage in being in the physical body on the planet in a good way. We can't ignore the body, we have to look after it with love and gratitude. There he goes again. He liked that. I'm just feeling him now, and he's pretty ecstatic about all this. I just feel a really markedly increased level of peace, love, harmony and joy, and right now there's this love pouring out of this horse. He's just beautiful. And I know I'm on track then. I know I'm working with spirit.
Animals are doing their best to help humans realise the necessity for kind stewardship of our shared planetary home.
They're part of universal construction, and they're here to balance everything. And humans have sort of developed a habit of unbalancing things. So the animals are working really hard to in an attempt to bring balance back. Like even cows and, you know, all of them, chickens, everything. They're here to help us and support us. Yeah. And as we grow and develop and become more connected with spirit, they have less to do. So it's nice for us to take responsibility with that and help them. Most people get caught up in their day-to-day worries of money and work and the material problems, and they forget this and that they're spiritual beings, and the animals are able to show us that's what. Thank you, Kenny. See, they're able to show us who we really are.
We thank Dr. Bascombe and our horse friends for their work in helping to make our world a more harmonious home. Gentle viewers, thank you for joining us today for Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Up next, stay tuned for enlightening entertainment right after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. May all beings on our planet live in love, friendship and happiness.